Detroit is different. Here with BuyDetroit, passport to procurement. Definitely here with one of Detroit's favorite sons. Herman Moore, how are you today?
Hey, you know what? I'm wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful is definitely an adjective to talk about with this event. So, as someone into many businesses, why is it important for small businesses to have opportunities to have gateways to large-scale contracts, or as we call it, procurement?
Well, I think there's a few things that happen there. There's the exposure side of it, yes, but I think it also allows you to expose and or understand where are you in your journey, because in there you're exposed to what the needs are to move and make those jumps to the next level. Versus just saying, I'm looking for the opportunity. Sometimes the opportunity is not going to be there because you attend an event as much as it gives you the next step in your journey to what you need to do to get ready and or to let you know what you're there. Now you're ready to scale. So I think there's a lot of things you can take away from events like this. And I'm just happy to be able to go around and talk to a lot of the budding entrepreneurs and a lot of the people that are looking for just someone to take notice and or to let them leverage their platform.
Okay, and you talked about leveraging the platform. So it's large scale opportunities here. A person could walk in here and it's like, hey, we love your product. We want to buy 100,000 of them. What do you think many businesses are learning when they get those big opportunities, to have the confidence to really step forward and say, all right, I can take that on. I will supply that big contract, that big amount, and meet you there.
I think there's a little bit of fear that happens with many. There's some that will say, you know what, I'm just going to take it because the opportunity is there. But you got to realize what you're grabbing, and you got to understand how do you position. And then when those opportunities are there, recognizing and talking and being honest and transparent with where you are. You know, sometimes we come in and we let our pride get in the way, or we think we're ready for those big opportunities, and then we fail because we don't have the infrastructure, or we don't have the foundation, or we don't have some of the necessary skills or tools that are needed to meet that objective or that opportunity. So it's important that you align yourself as best you can, and the best way I do that is through education, is through mentorship, is through, you know, as the entrepreneur, you have to be able to have partnerships in that journey, because you're only going to scale for so far and so long before you really top out and you hit the apex of what your abilities are. So to be prepared for that, I think the eye-opening piece that happens is just what goes into it, just the logistics of it, just the system, just the deliverables. And then you're having to meet timelines. You have to tie into technology. You have to make sure you have high brand standards or consistency in your brand or your messaging, or, you know, whatever it is you have to adhere to meet that opportunity. So it becomes a different level. I always tell people you level up, and when you level up, everything changes. The rules change. They change from one level to the next level. It's just like when I went in sports from high school to college to pro. There's different things you have to learn in each journey.
And in that, you talked about those partnerships. Khary Cockley is a big connector of this. It's her vision bringing something like this together. What do you think makes her commitment to this bring the success to an event like this?
Well, with Khary, for one, you're never going to outwork her. She's always thinking. And I think because of where her heart is, and that's in the right place, she's looking at how does she become a conduit? How does she use her platform and her resources and her connections to play matchmaker? But also, you know, it's not about just saying, let me introduce you to someone. It's about, let me introduce you to the right person based on what I understand and the due diligence I've done on that person to know how to align them with the right people and opportunities. And that takes a special person, because it's easy to just say, hey, I'm going to turn you on to somebody, and then they walk away. But you can see where her passion is, and you need advocates in the field. You need advocates like that in marketplaces or locations in communities where you have a voice in those bigger spaces that are trusted. And that's one of the biggest things that you'll find as you move up the ladder is the trust factor. You can get the opportunity in the door, but it's not taken serious unless someone almost vouches for you. So she's been doing a great job of doing that for budding entrepreneurs, for doing that for small and diverse businesses. And it's been a pleasure, really getting to know her and understand just how she moves.
Okay. And final question. What business are you here with as a person with many things in a portfolio, and what are you looking to walk away with?
Well, I'm here on behalf of my company, Team 84. We're a solution-based company. We're driven by a lot of the critical business components like marketing and advertising, storytelling, logistics, warehousing, staffing, as well as technology. So these are all independent businesses that have their own operations teams, but we bring them all together so we can be better prepared and have a greater foundation for success. So for me, it's coming here, exposing myself, and also learning more about some of the entrepreneurs that are in our local areas that can use our support. But our biggest thing is going into 2023 is to develop and grow entrepreneurs every year. Our goal is about 50 entrepreneurial success stories every year at a minimum.
That's big. Thank you so much.
That's